The Mirveda Protectorate full description. This is, of course, an AI-controlled race. That means that they have no infantry, and because they have this drone technology, their fighters and infantry is combined. And that's what they primarily use for combat, because they are such a good drones. It's really cheap to build drones, and they fight in space and on ground. So when they move, and if they fight, they just land and fight there as well, just like the Wolverkaval or the Arborek. There are much issues here. They have a extra thing here, because they do not have an agent, commander, or hero, because the AI Mirveda is controlling everything, and the humans actually don't do anything. They just so let's do the thing here. All units are unarmed, unmanned, and cannot be bribed, of course. Warsons, dreadnoughts, and carriers produce one drone at cleanup if they have free space. That is why they are not cheaper, because it should actually be cheaper to have ships without the crew, but they have a drone building system in place of where the crew would have their quarters. So that's really good. Free will. They do not, because Mirveda is so smart, they do not use the influence from planets. But then again, none of your actions has an influence cost. So you move, and everything you do is free of influence. So you only have resources from the planets. You start with 2 planets, and that is good. 4 resources is good for you, and you get more. And smart, because you are still super smart, you get 2 techs and 1 law action at cleanup. Though you need to pay the resources of the teching. And you do not hire mercenary military units, but you can hire every kind of other mercenary unit that has that are not fighting, because you fight with your drones, and of course you fight with the ships as well, but you fight merely with the drones. So you do not want to injure sentient beings. So that's why you don't hire mercenary military units. Okay, the flagship is simple. They produce two drones at cleanup if capacity, and everything else here is, you don't have any commodities, because you're such an efficient organizer of that you do not get waste. You have 2 techs that you can, of course, tech. You have the drone 2, of course, which of course just makes it for more combat. But there's another thing going on here. There is, when you start, every other race gets one of these. So when it's an EMP weapon, and it can be used to destroy half of your drones in 1 round of battle. But then no ships can shoot, and all the ships' shields get disabled. But it gets unlocked when it's actually not a hard tech to unlock, because but you just have to realize that people could use EMP against you. So if you have 1-2 space combats or ground combats, or if the Farai or Jolnar has fought your drones, or if they have a military alliance with that race, with a race that has done so, then all of their big ships get the EMP that are on planets, and then they can use it. So of course your drones too are immune to EMP. So, but you start by not having realized that you have to be that one. Then you have the faster acceleration tech. It requires 2 ship upgrades to be built, and then you get +1 to move to all ships. That's easy. You have a promissory note, nothing special. You start with a AI development algorithm. Then we come to the interesting add-on part, which is all of your planets or your population contentment is a thing for you. So you start with 10 of those, and if it becomes on the minus side, then the population who have a chance to start deciding not to use you anymore. There are things that makes it minus, and the safety is the biggest thing. If you do not have PDSs on planets, you get -1. But of course that's a fluctuating thing because you just build PDSs. But if someone gets bombarded, then it's -5 immediately. And if a population is killed, then it's -10. So they want to be safe, and that's why this is. But then again, then there are 4 rhetorics here. The identity rhetoric, because the population at the moment doesn't have any identity. And then the historical record and madness, because AIs have a record of being mad and ascending. And then the meaningful labor and the self-government and leadership. So all of these, you slide under that one when you get them, so that you can easily count the minuses on the track here. And after, there are stuff here if you stop using Mirveda. But then 2 other things. You get quirks. You have a 1 in 10 chance at cleanup to get a quirk. You didn't get a quirk this round, and there are a bunch of quirks. They are like, well, interesting options. And then you have the ascendancy chance, because AIs are so smart that they have the chance to rise to the next level of consciousness. It starts with 0, and you throw every turn die 20. And then if you ascend, you of course leave the place, and much stuff happens. And with that, I've been doing after Mirveda stuff. You of course you become a normal race. You get fighters and infantry, and you get a commander, agent, and hero, and then you just continue your game. You get to pick a new name, and you get to pick 4 abilities that are on another pool. And that is actually it. It is a interesting race, and it has a thematically nice thing. Of course, there's a mech as well. Nothing special about that one. Okay, so if you're feeling like being an AI with a thing about, interesting race. I like it. Bye.